Mellow on the beat.
Well, we live, huh? So I guess we're waiting for people to come in or notice that I'm live. I don't expect anyone to even show up to the live because, well, let's just be honest, it wasn't like I promoted this shit and I do this all the time. So this is my first live in a very, 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 very long time here on YouTube. I was actually bored as shit. That's what this is about. I was bored. I'm in between, switching jobs right now and, been just sitting around the house. I've been recording, but just been bored. So I figured, let me call the lights because I get two shits what y'all think. I decided fucking do it live. So why not do had the smoke on it, like I said, I'm not, there ain't nobody sponsoring this shit, so it's just me coming on here. Now, Had the Smoke On is actually one of my podcasts, which I got behind a paywall on Spotify. And you can subscribe to Spotify. The link is not in this description. Well, no, actually, I probably will put it in this description. And like I said, I don't know how to live work. I really just don't. I'm just learning. But anyway, you can check out more episodes of Had to Smoke on it on Spotify. It's my membership section. I got that. I also got Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers about the industry. We give you that real smoke from a male perspective. So, well, what I'm smoking on today, what I had to smoke on. And, well, everyone, I'm going to talk about this ICE shit, right? And what's going on in California, the mass deportation, immigration, all this shit. I've been hearing everybody's opinion from the right to the left, in the middle. I'm not going to be one of those guys going to sit here and say to the Latino population, FAFO. Because y'all going to hear enough of that this week. Do I feel sympathy for no, I feel sympathy, but not to the point of boo fucking who. And the reason why I say that is not because, okay, let's cut the shit. What it comes down to is simply this. I ain't sympathy for the motherfuckers that did vote for Trump. They are complaining that this is happening. See, the mistake you fuckers, and I don't care because I'm not worried about being monetized. The mistake that you fuckers made was that I noticed everyone kept saying Trump made a promise to just deport the criminals. No. He never said that. He mentioned that there was some criminals that he was looking to deport, which was with the with that Mexican gang with the numbers. You know what I'm saying? M16, M19, M15, I don't know. And he was talking about them. No, he said, if you are not documented, meaning you are an American citizen, your ass up out of here. Y'all thought it was just going to be the criminals because he mentioned some criminals. Trump want them all up out of here. If you Mexican, you brown skin, you up out of here. Let me tell you what I have noticed. I ain't seen nobody with pale skin get deported. And then, of course, on CNN, because that's what I mostly watch. I do watch Fox, too. And I watch a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I try to hear everybody's side so I can come to the middle. The problem is something that one of the guys on CNN said. Well, if y'all are so worried about immigrants stealing jobs, if you're so worried about immigration and so forth, and you don't want people who are not documented over here, no matter whether they never committed a crime or not, why don't y'all prosecute the employees that employ the motherfuckers? Smoke that over. He had a point. Why they come over here? For a job. More money. They know if they get across that border, somebody's going to grab them for some construction, for some farming, and the whole nine. That's why ICE is actually going to Home Depot. That's why they going to go up here in Chapel Hill. I ain't going to say where because I am not all for this bullshit. In Chapel Hill, they're going to be right there waiting because they talking about North Carolina next. You know, women and men and kids being snatched up. Ooh. What you think was going to happen? But even more so than that, let me tell you who they ain't said nothing about. The people that hired the migrant workers. If there's no jobs for them, there's no reason to come over. They know that you motherfuckers gonna need a maid. You're gonna need a cleaning service. And many of them, of course, I'm not sitting here saying on a racist tip, that's what they do. But let's be real. We people equate those jobs to them. Just like at one time, they equated those same jobs to our black asses. Let's not pretend like that ain't a thing. Let's keep it 100. We want to be so PC, but we don't want to be 100% honest. And that's what they're not going to do. I don't hear Trump say, I'm going to penalize anybody who hires a migrant worker or an undocumented worker. You want to know why? Because he penalizes his damn self because he got a couple of them. You don't think that golf course he got? There's some of them suckers out there. They will never do anything to the business owner. Actually, let me tell you who they haven't deported. Name one major deported billionaire that's undocumented, the Hispanic that they have sent overseas. I'm waiting. Not one time I hear it. Well, such and such, he owned this, and this, and I snatched him up. No. So if you are a business owner and making shitload of money, and you undocumented, they don't fuck with you. I keep telling y'all about the rich versus the poor, people. It ain't black and white. It ain't Republican. It ain't liberal. It ain't liberal and conservative. People, that's the bullshit they feed y'all. It's about money. Who got it, who don't. That's being honest. Elon talked about he felt regrets for calling Trump an idiot and saying shit about the bill. Because soon as Trump signed no emissions against California, which now he's at war with the he's at war with everybody. He at war with the automotive people. He at war with the colleges. He at war with his Hispanics because that's who he mainly trying to get up out of here. It was funny. They just tied the numbers. And you know what's funny? I love that these news outlets top numbers, but none of the people really give a fuck about them numbers, honestly. They really don't. They don't care. They literally don't care about the numbers. It's like they don't remember it. See, they said, I think, what was it, 200 was detained with ICE, I think, was the other day. Out of 200, only 30 was actually people that had a criminal record. Everybody else had no criminal record, been here for a minute. But once again, these raids, they're not going to differentiate. Actuality, some of these ICE motherfuckers, honestly, is getting their jobs off of doing this shit. Let's just be real. I'm being honest with you. It ain't like they ain't losing sleep. Trust me. I can tell some of them enjoying it a little bit. Yeah, come here. Yeah. You know you're not supposed to be over here. See, I'm glad that this protest, but once again, if it was nothing but white people, he wouldn't have called in the National Guard. You want to know why he called in the National Guard? Because he saw all y'all have every flag but the American flag. He saw the Mexican flag, Honduras. He was like, oh, hell no. Y'all remember this? Remember the protest that happened, I can think, 2 or 3 months ago? They were nothing but white folk. And the black people said, no, y'all got it. Y'all got it. When they took away DEI, and we were like, no, y'all got it. We ain't messing with it, right? You see now, Marine National Guard call. As soon as it was involving ICE and you kind of knew who the people that was protesting, did y'all not expect him to do this? Oh, and it's California. Once again, we're in the middle of a pissing match. Remember just Gavin Newsom? I'm gonna be real with you. When I look at the TV and look at all that shit, I kind of don't see where it was needed. I mean, let's be real, right? Because I know what the right gonna say, what the left gonna say. Any protest, you're gonna have a freaking idiot that's gonna do something stupid. Any protest, you're gonna have somebody gonna vandalize. Depending upon the size of the protest and what the protest is about, you probably gonna have some businesses get burned. You're probably gonna have some shit to get ransacked. Why? Because they're gonna be people within that protest. The key is y'all make sure that the ones that act like that, you get them out of it and let the peaceful people be peaceful. But don't use a small percentage to sit here and castrate the majority. But that's how y'all work. That's how the world works. I'll give you a perfect example, right? You take black people, we've been saying slavery's terrible, slavery's terrible, slavery's terrible. All they need is one black man to say slavery was a choice. All they need is an Uncle Ruckus. That's all they just need. One. It takes 1,000 people to convince a country, but it takes one to say something to set it back. Am I lying? So, once again, guess who is not being targeted, handcuffed, or grabbed? The farmer that was sitting there complaining because majority, if not all his workers got snatched up. Well, why did he get snatched up? Ain't he harboring fugitives? I'm just saying, he's harboring fugitives. Dude, you knew they were not documented. You didn't give a shit. You wanted them to pick your apples. So they get detained, but you get to continue to chill and find some other suckers to pick your apple. But it's funny, part of the reason why people come from other countries, come to America for the opportunity to find jobs and make money and get the American dream, which we sit here and posterize across the world, and then get mad when they get the jobs. You sit here and advertise America to be great and then get mad when motherfuckers come over here to be great. Me personally, I don't think there should be a mass immigration, none of that. If you're gonna immigrate anybody, you're gonna move anybody, get the criminals. No, y'all want an excuse why y'all can't get the criminals. Because y'all still ain't getting the criminals. I want y'all to think about this. If y'all actually looked at what some of these dudes that was criminals that they call them motherfuckers is probably they ain't even the top dude. He's like the underline. He's the underling. You feel what I'm saying? He robbed 1 or 2 convenience stores. No, you ain't getting the motherfucker that's moving a key a week, a ton a week, that been over here for 2 decades. You ain't thought about, oh, you know where they at, though. You just don't want to go get them. I got you. But yeah, the dude was right. I'm like, I said, I'm talking about that. I said, if I'm harboring a fugitive, I go to jail. Am I lying? Think about this. If a fugitive from justice, right, come and stay in my house and I hide him, and they find out, I go to court. I get arrested. So technically, these business owners who are hiring the undocumented workers, if I'm crazy, right, they're technically harboring a fugitive. Because they know they know they're not documented. They know they're illegal. They know this. The people that go pick them up, go to Target, pick them up for construction. The people that you hire to clean your house. The people that Trump hired to fold his sheets, he know they were illegal. Every last one of these business owners are illegal. And let's be honest. All these corporations know that the Hispanics that they hired probably 9 out of 10 might be illegal. Might be. I'm just saying. But I can come in and go grab, you know what I'm saying, Carolina. But Joe Fritz, the owner of Fritz Oil, he get to sit in his office and say, well, man, that's messed up. He took all my workers. They should have took your ass too. But now understand this before y'all sit here and say, "Oh, that's fucked up what you're saying, B. Well, you ain't for." No. I am for. Let me make this clear. If you're going to go and do all this, grab criminals. I'm not for the immigrants that came over here, the Hispanics, wherever color you are, wherever state, city you came from, wherever country you came from. If you abiding by the law and you doing your thing to build the American dream, because we're in a country where basically every last one of us is fucking immigrants. The people that was natives, they live on reservations now. So the immigrants are now saying which immigrants can get into a country that these immigrants never owned. And we're the only country that's like that. Because we're the only country of immigrants. For the most part. Actually, this whole side of the continent, this whole side of the world, North America to South America, immigrants. For the most part. Well, you can say South America is more, they are more native than all the way up. You feel what I'm saying? But you get my drift. Here in America, the Native Americans live on the reservation. Smoke that over. Because, see, if you notice, they ain't gonna never penalize a business owner in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Because if you're gonna go through doing an ICE raid, and you're gonna go through pull a mother who is trying to go pick up her child or going to see her child graduate, pull a father or or pull a guy who just came from working a 9 to 5, ain't done shit, but been a good guy who got a family at home waiting on him, and then they wonder where the fuck his ass is because y'all done snatched his ass up, and he ain't got now a damn criminal record to save his life. But you won't grab the motherfucker that hired him that was actually harboring his ass the whole time. You won't pick up the apartment complex owner who is renting these apartments to thus immigrants that y'all coming to pick up. You know Trump ain't gonna say that about that. Because you know why? They got money. The immigrants don't. Some of the immigrants that was picked up, they waiting for a trial. Oh, that's right. Trump killed that. He killed that. See, to the other side of this, and I ain't gonna say I'm much longer because I don't want to bore y'all to death with my conversation because y'all can hear it from everybody else. I'm just giving my opinion. The other crazy shit about this is the fact that people thought that he was only gonna grab criminals. So you expect the criminal to arrest, you expect the criminal to arrest criminals? Trump said he was going to be our revenge tour. Let me tell you the revenge tour. Let's go through the revenge tour. Issue with Harvard because, well, they just say he hated going there. He hated being treated like a dumbass. No one respected him for his intelligence or his smarts. He's going after California because, well, Gavin Newsom is the clear next possible favorite to run for president from the Democratic Party. And he wants to stain him a little bit. He also wants to test the boundaries of the presidency. Because I keep telling everybody this and mark my words. We're going to look at the presidency differently. We're going to look at how we pick our president, how much power the president have, how much sway the president have. Just the look of the president itself is going to change because of Trump. Ain't about the Constitution being destroyed, this, that, and third, because I hate to tell y'all this. If he continues and we're not even out the first year, you got a primary coming up. Now, y'all do remember the last time Dummy was in office, the Republicans, y'all lost the primary handily. Actually, the only thing is, y'all didn't lose the House, but it damn sure got slimmer. But y'all lost the Senate. No different than when is it? Biden? Excuse me. When Obama was in office, he lost the Senate. He lost the House. So the point I'm trying to make is, with him doing this, one of the demographics that got him in is going to be the demographic they're going to go against him. They're going to bring more Democrats in. And if that happens, then it's really going to be off the hit because ain't shit going to get done for the next 2 years after that. Won't going to get done no way because of what's going on, but I digress. But the point being is, this man said what he was going to do, and y'all didn't take him for face value. Y'all took it as a joke. Y'all figured he was going to say anything he wanted. He going to say anything just to get in office, and didn't realize he actually going to go through with it. This is the same dude that moved a bunch of people with what was it, the state police, the army, whatever it was, so he can do a photo op with a Bible in front of a church. And y'all didn't think, that he wasn't gonna do the same thing. This time in a wider scale. Now he heard there's protests everywhere. Guess what? Now we about to see martial law across the goddamn United States of America. Now, is he gonna be able to pull it off? Yeah, actually. He's the president. See, the problem is when y'all sit here and y'all want to pick a president based off of his sexuality. Let's keep it 100. The reason why a lot of the Hispanics and many of the blacks, as well as the educated white women, did not want a black woman as president. And her having Tim Walz as vice president didn't help. So they picked Trump. What was the excuse y'all saying? Oh, we'll see more money under Trump. I'm seeing these commercials talking about these, and I know this is all of them white. Trump tax cut saved me money. Trump's tax cut saved me money. His tax cuts ain't even happened yet. The bill ain't been passed. You're still under what Biden has done. Tax stuff hasn't hit yet. Other than what's going on with the tariffs. But once again, a lot of you Americans that swear that you know America really don't know shit. Don't even know how the government works. And not even willing to research or read about it. Y'all just go off of what the news tell you, and that's fine. Or whatever podcaster tell you, or whatever, right wing, left wing, YouTuber, podcaster says. Mama said, I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth, not the horse's ass. And y'all listen straight to the horse's ass. Mark my words, this is about rich versus poor, man. Everything else is a distraction. Yeah, the big bill. Yeah, this is working great for Trump. Because guess what? We're not talking about the big bill. We ain't talking about a whole bunch of shit. There's a whole bunch of shit that I saw that skipped my mind right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole bunch of shit that y'all missing. Because at the end of the day, it's something that Bernie Sanders said, and it's true. And Trump said it. Everything tells you Trump wants to be like Putin. He wants to be the king. As much as he sit there and he tell you no, he don't. Yes, you do. Because the way that he acts, let's be honest, he doesn't work with his Congress. He tell Congress what to do and they just go. Most other places I saw, it had some type of pushback from their party. And they had to work with their party. He ain't no working with his party. I've never in my life seen a president say, if no one like Elon, they can leave. So, I don't know why anybody pretend. Machiavelli said it best, the fool wins, ladies and gentlemen. The fool wins. Because y'all listen to the fool. Y'all like the fool. Y'all believe the fool. It gives you one great slogan and you all for it. You all in. Oh, Democrats. Yeah. Biden had us too. Up until we started to feel Biden, we were giving him a chance until he can't show his cognitive is declining. But then no one says anything about Trump's. You can't make this shit up, man. But that's our country. That's where we in. Man, it's funny that when I think about Machiavelli, and y'all need to go on YouTube and check it out. I don't know. Y'all need to see. Someone did a video about it when he talked about the fool not being the smartest person. Being the smartest person can be a disadvantage. Trump is a perfect example of that. Because he's not the smartest person, but people treat him as if he is. Smoke that over. So look, I'm about to go because it was nice. I wanted to just do it. I just wanted to do a YouTube live stream. I mean, I'm not one to stay on here long. I'm not going to do no 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I'm a podcaster, not a YouTuber. So, but I thought it'd be fun just to do one. So if you like it, y'all want me to do another one, I mean, put it in the comment. Just say, hey, B, we'd like to see you do more lives. I'm pretty sure some of y'all gonna say some slick, negative ass bullshit. I know a couple of YouTubers on the top of my dome that might would say that. Well, one or two anyway. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, feel free. I don't care. Want to say something about my missing teeth? Hey, I don't care. I did porn, fucker. My skin is ironclad. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway, that if y'all want to see me do more lives, for me to come on and do a live, I need to take it serious. Meaning that if y'all want me to do a live, put in the comments, say, smokers, Bob, Smokers Lounge, whatever the fuck, we would love to see you do more live content. If y'all do, I will oblige, because I love giving the people what they want. But if you don't want me to, that's fine too. I don't give a shit, because I really don't do it that often. Do I do, though, be live on X from the VIP smoke room and see on X? That's where the girls can show titties and all that good stuff. So that's the type of lives I like doing. This here is like boring as shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I'm not, well, the conversation ain't as saucy. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, like I said, if you want to see me come on here and do more lives and talk or what have you, just put it in the description. Thank you for whomever viewed. And please, 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 please like, comment, and subscribe to my page. And, see, you said that I push, pornography and all that bullshit. Hey, subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. My link is not in the description of this, but it is on the description of my podcast. You feel me? I'm talking about 4 premium podcasts, special events known as the VIP Smoke Room, and I even go live on X. And the conversation gets saucier, tits pop out, dildos pop out. Might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. And like I said, I do have 2 smoke on it as a subscription-based episode that I put on my Spotify membership. That on my Spotify page, there you go. Feel me? And you can just find my links. I think I do have the Loyal Fan link on my YouTube page. So go ahead, subscribe, spend money, check me out. Please continue to watch me on here. Also, don't forget to check out my pro wrestling podcast known as Pro Wrestling Smoke, which is on this page as well. So I'm out. Oh, I forgot. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Deuce.